Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah. A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. So what I've got on my mind today is the fact that sometimes people out there end up getting put on blast. Being put on blast would mean to have footage of someone being purposely shamed online for something that they have done wrong. Anything at all to try to embarrass somebody and to try to make them learn the lesson. But the truth is, it's actually not at all effective to embarrass the living nightmare out of anybody whatsoever. Because at some point, the psychological effects of something like that would really get to anybody who's being put on blast. If it's a child, if it's someone who had done anything wrong whatsoever, then well, there's just no excuse to have something like that go down. Because the only problem with that being is that there's just a lot of things that can happen to that. Anybody at all who had been put on blast within the last 15 years or so over something that they have done that could easily be fixed shouldn't have to have such punishments like this. Of course, the fact is that there have been so many punishments occurring within the past 50 years or so, and they were all pretty darn awful. They were just horrible in any case. It's almost like parents just cannot do a good job at parenting anymore. Because here in today's society, it's a much more freelance, a much more open community, and supposedly it should have been a much more positive type community, but now we're practically looking at a huge array of negativity on our own society. And I feel like that maybe these types of punishments are just something that adds up to the whole part that is to blame. And that, of course, would just mean the enormous amount of neglect that we've had on many of our own children. I, of course, would not have myself any children because there's always a point in time to where I would feel the need to have to put something like this up. But the fact is, putting people on blast is just not excusable. It's just not acceptable in any ways. I don't even know why it exists at the moment, but I really would not want to find out that tomorrow a really big video out there takes the internet by storm because of something that somebody ended up doing. I really wouldn't be surprised that millions of people out there just have no idea that even if they watch this video here, if they figure out that what they do is wrong by recording a child and purposely shaming this child of theirs, or children, as there are usually more than one child involved in multiple families across America itself, that at some point in life, putting people on blast is just something that needs to be taken into the fact that it's not at all something that should be done in any way. But whatever the case is, that anyone ever tries to do something like that, or if anyone ever has the need to feel somewhat awful about the fact that a child of whatever sorts ends up doing something like breaking some plates, or having a lot of art on the wall, anything at all to try to agitate their own parents, it's still not at all recommended to take the biggest drastic measures you could possibly find. Putting people on blast is something that is honestly not even a little bit of regarded acceptable. So I feel like that's just that at the moment. There's so many other things I would want to talk about here on Honest J. Nowak. And if you want to see more go down on my channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.